Okay, I'm out with the Outcast, and this time it has a little bit of special nonsense going on with it. Yeah, I'll go over all of that after this, but right now, yeah, let's get this thing going. Yeah, I just wanted to do a little shakedown run with it, and I got some birds, a whole lot of geese. I don't know why they're in this field, because they ate everything already, but I won't go bother them. On the other hand, this Outcast right now is nuts. I have some Mod 1.5 gears in it. Yeah, some huge 23 tooth pinions that I had sitting around for my Super Rock Ray. Oh my God. And I said pinions because it's a 1-to-1. So, oh yeah, that's definitely 1-to-1. Oh my God, it sounds nuts. I have no idea the GoPro is actually picking up that sound, but it... Ooh, wait, that's fast. Yeah, it should be able to do about maybe around 62, 63 with this setup. And it made the birdies go away. It sounds so sick, like it's just shredding itself. Holy, whew. And see, this is why I love those 10mm shocks. I mean, I said before that those shocks definitely feel better than the Arrma shocks and the EXV shocks, even though they're using the Arrma springs. But I even went a step further and limited the fronts that I have on these. Yeah, they're all 4 fronts. I limited all 4 of them so that they're the exact same height and same length as the stock shocks. And now, I mean, it can get into the turn full. Oh my God. I don't even have to let up. This thing is sick. And it sounds so nuts. Oh my God. Oh. I love full balloon like this. All 4 wheels are ballooning, and I only have to let off the throttle a little bit to turn. Oh my God. Oh, you heavy beast. Yeah, but right now the truck weighs exactly 35 pounds. Yeah, you're wondering how did I get a 26.5 pound truck up to 35 pounds? Well, this thing is fast. This thing on 1-to-1. This is a Juggernaut. And I absolutely love the way it can just handle a turn. This is sick. I mean, if you didn't know, you would say that this is a regular 8-scale Outcast. God. Yeah, that motor gotta be pulling some amps right now. But those DXF batteries I got in this thing is sick. Oh, yeah. You saw that diffing out on one side. And this thing does have 1 million front and center. So if I would have had anything less in there, that wheel would have just, it would have been probably sitting on my head right now. Well, part of the wheel would have been sitting on my head right now. Okay, I need to stop. There's too many ruts in this field to be trying to go full on wheeling like that. Yeah, way too many ruts. So, okay, Juggernaut. Let's see what's under your hood before I break you. Although, right now, I got so much crap going on with this, it'll probably take a lot to break it. And yeah, I will go on and jump it later, so. That off, let's turn off these fans. Turn off the truck. Okay. Wow. I mean, yeah, today is gonna be a bit of a barn burner. It's like 7:30 and it's already about 75 degrees out here. So, yeah, we got that Florida weather up in here now. But yeah, Mr. Outcast. So yeah, I got some shit going on with this sucker. Yeah, a little bit. As you can see, I got some. I mean, right now this truck is about as strong as it's ever gonna be, and I still don't have the aluminum bulkheads front and rear. That's still plastic. Oh boy, I'm just holding out and hopefully somebody locally will make some so I don't have to have my lovely bulkheads like a Vitavon or something like that stuck in customs for 2 months. Like these shocks were stuck in customs for 2 months. Yeah, the very shocks I got on these things now. I mean, and they reached customs in like a week, but how the hell they gonna be stuck in customs for 2 months? 2 fucking months? Are you joking? What the hell is going on? Really? And then as soon as they get out of customs, it take another week to get here. So 2.5 months later after I ordered them, I actually got them. Whew. Okay, enough rambling on. Upgrades, mods, stuff. Pressure chassis. We have a giant 50mm fan on the Max 5. We got 2 of the 40mm fans on the motor, and yes, even after all of that, it's not that hot. At least I can still touch it. As for the ESC, ain't breaking the sweat at all. Boy, this is one powerful ass fan though. Seriously. No more overheating, even with this 1-to-1. I was gunning it as hard as I could. Yeah, those full throttles. So anyway, million front and center. I mean, million front and rear, earplug center. As you can see, I got the aluminum bulkhead, no brand. Yeah, I love that no brand in the center, and it fit perfectly. It's the little cheap $70 one that's on eBay right now. It fit perfectly, no problems at all. As for the gearing, yeah, they're 2 massive 23 tooth pinions, and yes, you can see I had to take a nice chunk out of the M2C motor mount to put it on there, and I know that's like, oh my god, it's gone, it's destroyed, but aluminum bulkhead, perfect for that. I would not do that with the plastic bulkhead. Actually, I did try doing that with the plastic bulkhead, and it really didn't end well at all. I wonder what happened to that bulkhead. I was gonna look for it to show what happened to it, but yeah. So that's what you gotta do to fit a Mod 1 gear on this thing. Well, my one opinion, and it is 1-to-1, so yeah. And yeah, you gotta love a good mesh, even if it sounds like the car's trying to rip itself apart. Woo-wee. This thing was fun, even on the ground, and I haven't even jumped it yet. I mean, the speed this thing has is sick. With the EXB tires, that's probably the max. 1-to-1 is probably the max gear I'll run these things on. I mean, when this thing get up in the air, it's gonna be hell up there. So yeah, maybe I should go on and take the stupid thing to a skate park, or take it to the skate park that I go to every once in a while. It is pretty big, but anything's gonna look small when you got something like this on it. And I haven't taken any of my big trucks to that place because they don't survive. But this thing just might be beefed up enough for it. So yeah, I have these links in the rear, and they're held on by 6mm screws, so I had to drill out the hub to fit the 6mm screw, and that might break. That might be the first thing to break. It might not, probably not. But I do have a GMP tower in the rear because, yeah, that stuff breaks. Plastic in the rear. A lot of the plastic that I had on the rear of this truck ended up broke. The bulkhead didn't. Oh yeah, the bulkhead did break. I just replaced it with another plastic one because I didn't want to be bothered with the GPM part that separates into two halves like an idiot. And I didn't want to have another bulkheads and custom for 2 months, so I didn't even bother to get those. I just put the bulkhead that I had on my original Creighton on this thing, since I did put the GPM bulkheads on that. Okay, so what else is going on with Mr. Juggernaut here? Yeah, I got my wing mount going, and this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I love this thing. I mean, it took a year to get this wing mount to this point, but it was well worth all the pain and the headache to get it to where it's completely unbreakable. Oh boy, maybe I should, just for the heck of it, even though 35 pounds of truck, 75 pounds of truck, just had to do that. I mean, when you're coming down on something like this, and it's just taking all of it, you gotta love it. But seriously, ugh. So yeah, I got the 10mm shocks, and I broke the rod end off of it. So I took the giant M8 rod end, and grinded it down so it can fit the 8mm thread on the 10mm shaft. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff going on with that too. I put my, what you call this thing, top plate. Well, I got the GPM top plate in the front, so I just switched out the plastic plate and threw it on the rear, so the rear can have mud guards. It is that simple. They fit completely, 100%. You didn't have to do a dang thing to it at all. Just bolt it on and they fit. Done. I would suggest everybody do that. These are just the regular old 8S mud guards that you can buy from any old hobby store that have the Arrma stuff. So yeah, but good. We're really good there. I love that. I mean, that's just something anybody should do. Okay, so moving on. The links, no, the braces. The braces have gas shock steel ends on them. And obviously this is the M2C Crusher chassis brace. But yeah, these are two These are gas shock ends, you know, like you can put on the car or your lift gate and all that stuff. The upgrades over the junk that those shocks come with. Yeah, these are great. And they're, let's see, they are 8 millimeters on the end, 6 millimeters on the base. So I had to get a bushing so it could fit the 5 millimeter pin that goes through it. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on with this truck. A lot of stuff that I really can't remember. I do have the Arrma aluminum diff cases, front and rear. That's the only, getting an aluminum case is the only way, the absolute only way you can put 1 million in those things. Because those stock diffs, the stock plastic diffs will not, they just won't handle it. They'll just explode on you. Yeah, the pressure inside those diffs. I mean, you've seen how the stupid tires a balloon when the car gets all cattywampus while it's wheeling. Yeah, and that's with 1 million weight. 1 million weight, and then the tires will still do that. Now, they won't completely fish balloon dinner plate explode and then have plastically and then have rubber raining down on you, but that's a lot of balloon just for, even with 1 million. And you think the car don't need that? If it didn't have it, it would have been tire gone. Just that simple. Just rolling around the ground, tire gone. Done. Not even doing any kind of ballooning, any kind of jumping, tire on the ground, tire in your face. It would have been ground to face. Okay, moving on. Of course, I have the laminator servo in it. Awesome. As for the fronts, how do you even start? Okay, so there's a normal stock turnbuckle in this thing. I have 6 millimeter hems for the rod ends, and they do fit great, even on the bloody GPM Ackerman steering assembly that's in there. But I did buy some, let's see, these are 8x6. Yeah, these are 8x6 carbon fiber tubes, and I cut them to fit over the exact size that I needed for the linkages. So yeah, most of the time when these bend, they bend right at the thread. So the thread is the weak part. Yeah, I had them break at the thread too. So if they're not bending, yeah, I guess they would be pretty solid. So yeah, I put the carbon fiber tubes over there just to try to just give it a chance in hell of just holding up, since all the EXP parts are just non-existent right now. So yeah, and I do have those going into 6 millimeter screws, since the 4 millimeters bend like crazy. And all I did was just put a bushing on it to extend it up so it wouldn't bind the steering, because that's another thing that it did. When this hem was right up against the little red bracket for the steering, it bind horribly. No turning at all, gone. Yeah, and obviously I got this big bumper extension on there, made from my lovely 1/4 H DPE. Lovely stuff. Actually, yeah, this part is 1/4, and the rest of it is 1/5. The 1/4 is the harder piece, while the 1/5 is what gives it the lovely flexibility I love that. So yes, this is one beefed up truck. And come back here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Now I'm doing this just like everybody else, waiting for the M2C shafts, because I know if I go on and jump this thing right now, I'm going to end up with some really bent shafts, since I got the RPM arms on there. But out of all the nonsense that I've been doing to this thing, yeah, this is kind of out there. I mean, when you have to take an M2C mount and modify it so it can fit a huge pinion, so it's 1.5, and making the stupid truck sound like it's just I mean, that was the sound it was making. It was freaking nuts. Love 1.5s. Love 1.5. Now my Rockway is like, you didn't take my pinions that I was loving life with, and you didn't put it on this damn truck, and now I never see him again. Well, I don't know. I mean, I did have to drill out this motor mount, so it might fail. Yeah, it might fail when it's doing a lot of jumping. I mean, you can see it's moving right now. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think I'm going over everything, hopefully. So, yeah, I just go on and finish off these packs since they're just ready to go. All the power in the world. And I will end the video there. Juggernaut. Absolute juggernaut.